Hello, Ianta and Delahunty families. Welcome to the 2020 school year. My name is Eric Trosh. I'm the principal in grades 4 through 7. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of our students back, and I hope this video finds your families healthy, safe, and everybody's doing well. The purpose of the video this morning is to provide you with some information regarding procedures that will involve multiple areas. I'm going to go over some information that I've sent out already in our emails and letters, and hopefully that will allow your transition to the start of the school year to be a very productive one, and you'll find it very easy and hopefully relieve a lot of those anxieties and nervousness that we're all feeling. Thank you. Families, for your child's car rider drop-off in the morning, the old drop-off used to be in this location by the stairs. We have changed that now, where the new 6th and 7th grade drop-off will be this area, and we will actually see a car approaching at this time, which will show you when the cars come in. This is where you will stop, and your child will get out, and they'll proceed up the stairs into the front office. And we will have staff out front to help you with this. So students would just get out of their vehicle, come into the building, and that's where their school day will start. So this will be the new student 6th and 7th grade car rider drop-off in the morning. Thank you. Parents, for our end of the day dismissal for our Delahunty students, you will pull up to the same point. We'd like you to have the student display sheet name displayed. We've put it on the outside of the car for demonstration purposes today, but you could actually keep it on your dash, or the driver can hold it up. Once we see that sign as you're approaching, we will radio in to the cafeteria, and our students will just come out the door here as we radio into our staff members. They will let them know, and they'll walk down the stairs, and they'll come right to the car. When you exit campus during the Delahunty time, you can either come up here, turn left, go up the middle drive, or you can proceed straight and exit out by McDonald's. And that would be our 6th and 7th grade car rider pickup and obviously dismissal procedures. Thank you. Parents, as you can see, we are now back in the building at the main entrance, located by the main office. This will be the area that all of our car riders will enter through, and of course, any of our car riders that are exiting the building will leave this area as well. So as our students come into the main entrance, they'll enter through the door, and they'll actually walk down this short piece of a hallway. In this area, we'll have our infrared camera, which will be monitored by 3 teachers, and as the students come into the building, they'll be able to come in probably from 12 to 15 students at a time, and they'll walk right past the camera. So if the student is flagged as reading a temperature of 100.4, we will pull that student from the line. We will scan their head to make sure it was an accurate reading, and if it is, the student will simply go directly to the nurse's office, which is right here, and then there'll be an assessment done and parents notified at that time. Thank you. Parents, as you can see, now I'm in the hallway section of our building where we had our water fountains currently removed, and all of these stations will be filled with our water stations. Students this year are allowed to use their water bottle to fill up at these stations, and then also we will have the paper cups, so students, if they want to get a drink, they have a paper cup they could use, or their water bottle for the fill stations. Thank you. Parents, as you can now see, we are in our cafeteria, and obviously we're going to utilize this area for all of our lunch periods during the day. And when our students come into the cafeteria, they will actually enter, half the grade level will come in this entrance, and and then the other entrance that we will utilize will be an entrance that leads in up by the stage. And as you can see, we have the availability to utilize the entire entrance of or the entire area of our cafeteria this year. So in this area where you see the kitchen doors, this will be our lines for students to proceed in and exit out of the kitchen. And then when we have our tables set up, all the students will face one way. Okay, nobody will be directly across from each other. They'll be facing the same direction, and we'll have plenty of our staff members to assist our students and plenty of room to social distance them as well. If we need to utilize the stage area, we actually have desks set up, as you can see, again, spaced out if we need that area. But a nice big area to give our students a comfortable lunch during their school day. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Rick Stevens. I teach 6th grade science here at Delahunty. I will have your son or daughter in 6th grade science. I'm the only one that does science, so unfortunately they have to deal with me. Couple things. This is the book we'll be starting with. You'll notice it's a little unique. It is a softback book. It is a child's book. We highlight in the book, we write in the book, we answer questions in the book. So very unlike the customary textbook where you're encouraged not to write in them. I encourage the writing to happen, the note-taking to happen. We start our year with environment and ecology. Your son or daughter will be receiving this book. And about midway through the year, we transition our 6th grade science to this book, and it's about cells and heredity. Don't be surprised if you get some questions about why they have the color hair that they have, or the eye color that they have, or maybe why it's a little different than yours. And we talk about how traits can be passed from even grandparents. So you'll get some questions. For the first part of our year though, we're in environment and ecology. So we'll be doing talking about a lot of situations that we have out in the environment, which also lends itself nicely to being able to have class outside. Our online text is the website thinkcentral.com. Again, that's thinkcentral.com. We'll be setting the kids up and logging in their information and their account information. In case a book gets lost or damaged to the point where it can no longer be used, the replacement fee is $35. The way that we get books and more specifically the ways that we get our grades in science, we will be grading our homework. We take quizzes and we have tests. Now, under a normal year, we also have a lot of science labs. I'm not sure how much our labs are going to be affected by our present situation, but we're going to try to do as many labs as we possibly can, keeping in line with the state standards. Another feature that I like to use is we talk about note-taking. For this class in particular, I really encourage the kids to become organized, and the use of a 3-ring binder really is the best situation for us. Being able to put papers in, take papers out as we need them, and also encourages the kids to take legible notes, because we get to use our notes on quizzes that we take. So if the kids do a good job of note-taking, it can help them tremendously on their quizzes. Supplies, I will need the kids to bring daily their science textbook. I will need the science notebook. My preference is for a 3-ring binder. It does not have to be real big. 1 inch is more than enough. I'm going to need a pencil. I'm going to need their assignment book to be able to write down assignments, and also a highlighter if they have a highlighter. The highlighting is useful. We highlight in our textbooks, and then we transfer that highlighted material into our notebooks. Other items you'll probably hear about throughout the school year. You may see over my shoulder. We finish our school year off with embryology, which is we hatch chicks, and we talk about how traits have been finished and passed along to offspring. And for us, we culminate that activity and all that teaching with hatching chicks and keeping them in the school for a short period, and then they can go home with the kids if you have a chicken coop, or you have a neighbor that has a chicken coop, or maybe you have a need of your own that you want to have eggs. So that's one of the big things that the kids talk a lot about. The other is our spring trip, and the spring trip that we have gone to for upwards of 30 years, with the exception of last year, is Camp Conakry. Camp Conakry is where we will do a spring trip where we take the entire 6th grade for a 2.5 day trip in the spring. Our dates for that would be May 26th, 27th, and 28th. It's the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before Memorial Day break. It's an overnight trip. You'll get a lot more information, and hopefully we get to do that trip. If you ever need to contact me, my email is rick, R-I-C-K _Stevens, STEPHENS, at hermitage.k12.pa.us. My number here at the classroom, 724-981-8750, and my extension at the classroom is 3130. I look forward to getting to meet your children and having a great science year. Look forward to seeing all of your kids. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Butchie. I'm the new 6th grade learning support teacher at Delahunty Middle School. This year might look a little bit different, as you can see with our masks, so welcome back. I'm going to be addressing some concerns: who am I, what I do, and what this year will look like, and also, most importantly, how to succeed in 6th grade. So who am I and what do I do here? Like I said, I'm Miss Butchie. I'm 28 years old. I live in Newcastle with my puppy Remy. I enjoy traveling and being with friends and family. This is my first year working at Hermitage School District. I work with students in small groups and one-on-one throughout the year as students need individualized attention. I am so excited to continue my journey here at Delahunty Middle School. I think the biggest question that I would have if I was a student is, what will this year look like? It's going to be different from when you've been here before. Transitions are going to look different. You are going to have to follow teacher guidelines to route you to your next classroom. When you enter the classroom, you'll pick up wipes to wipe down your desk and your chairs. There will be hand sanitizer and masks in case you forget yours. The main thing is, these things are always changing, so bear with us, because we're learning too. The last question that I'm going to be addressing is how to be successful in 6th grade. We will be following the same rules as we did last year. Be ready, be respectful, and be responsible. I'm excited to get started with this school year and to get to know all of you, no matter what this school year may bring. Go Hornets!
Welcome to Delahunty Middle School parents and students. My name is Lori McCoulis. If your child has me for language arts, they'll be spending time here in room 132. This will be my 23rd year of teaching.
Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Moran and I'm the other language arts teacher that is 2 doors down the hall in room 134. I have been teaching here for 25 years and I look forward to seeing all of you. We're going to try to answer a couple of questions for you to kind of make the transition a little bit easier. First of all, what does English language arts look like? It's a 90-minute block, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with from 5th grade, so it's not much different. And we do need that time to cover all the things that we need to cover in language arts. We will do a constant study of vocabulary, grammar, and writing, along with fiction and nonfiction reading units to cover the needed skills for 6th grade. We'll do this through novel studies, read-alouds, a variety of high-interest reads from different sources to cover all of the skills that we need to teach. The other thing that you will probably be familiar with is IXL, and we will use that tool as practice and also sometimes for an assessment. So that's just a little clip of what you can expect in language arts.
So how will you be successful in language arts? The first way, obviously, is to come to class prepared and ready to learn. You'll get used to that here at Delahunty. The next is to keep in check with your progress, both on Google Classroom and using our online grading program, PowerSchool. That is a good way to keep in check with assignments you've missed, or things maybe that you need to get some extra support and help with. One reason to do that is because once a skill is assessed in language arts, it's likely to come back up again and again throughout the year. So you can assure yourself that once you've learned something in class, you'll be held accountable in using that through future writing and future reading in our classrooms. If you ever need to contact us parents, you can get a hold of us at our district website. There's a listing of our email addresses there and PowerSchool links and such. If you need my email directly, it is my first and last name, Lori_McCoulis, with the @Hermitage web address. The building's phone number with 3132 as my extension.
Okay, mine is much the same except for Shannon_Moran, and my extension number is 3134.
So this school year is assuredly going to be a little different for all of us, and we look forward to figuring it all out with you.
Look forward to seeing you August 25th.
Hi, 6th grade. I'm Miss Rodenbach. I'm your social studies teacher. Welcome to 6th grade and welcome to social studies. This is our social studies book. We go from the Second Industrial Revolution, the late 1800s, all the way to modern day. And I love American history, and I firmly believe that if we don't learn from our past, we will make the same mistakes again and again. So it's important that we don't look at things as just isolated dates and names. No. It's all connected, and seeing how what we did in the past can definitely affect our futures. And that's a huge idea, and I hope you love it as much as I love it. So you'll need your textbook. If you could get a book cover or a book stock, I'm showing my age, but I used paper bags back in the day that I'd get from the grocery store. So any kind of book cover, just because the books do get beat up going in and out of your locker and traipsing all through the building. So you want to make sure that you have it kind of covered in some way to make it easier on yourself. If you need help with the paper bag, let me know. I'm a professional because I am old. The other things you need a folder. You'll get a packet of, for each chapter, your vocab, you'll get a study guide, all kinds of things, some rules and things that we keep all year long. Those will go all in this folder. Ideally, you'd get the folder with, these things, brads. Because sometimes we poke holes in, and if you get a paper with holes in it, that means it's something you keep all year long. Anything else, when we're done with the chapter, in the garbage it goes. And then you need a single subject notebook, just for social studies, that we use it for various things in class. So these 3 items come to class with you every single day. And you also need the usual things, your pen, your paper, a highlighter, your assignment book. Your assignment book should go with you everywhere you go. When you come into class, you'll look up on the screen and you'll see what today's homework is. You do have homework in 6th grade. You do have tests in 6th grade social studies. You might have a quiz. I give you enough time to get your stuff done, because I know we all live busy lives. So sometimes you'll see something, you'll say finish something. That means some kids will get it done in class and some people have a few to finish. Your vocab, I give you a bonus point if you get it done ahead of time, and you usually get several days to work on it, because I know people are busy. We all have all kinds of things going on, and having homework can be stressful, but if we plan our day and use study time and intervention time, and you'll be fine. You just have to remember to get it done, and remember, like, oh, I have homework, I gotta write that down. So those are the things that we'll work on from day 1 in 6th grade. The other thing you have to remember is, I know this is new. You know this is new. Don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. I promise. I think you'll love 6th grade. I think you'll love the teachers. I think you'll like the material. I think you're going to have a great year. And I'm so excited to meet all of you. You'll have a Google Classroom for each period. And if you're a live streaming person, there will be a live streaming Google Classroom. So that if you need something, or if I decide to post something, or we do an activity on there, you'll be able to access it. We do use pencil and paper as well in here. So you'll have packets. And like I said, those will go in your folder for the chapter. Other things you need to know is the homework is posted nightly on the Hermitage School District website, I think under students, under tools or resources. So we have somebody that goes around and copies all of our homework out every single day and adds it to the webpage, so that if you forgot to write it down, or you lost your assignment book, or you forgot your assignment book at school, that you can find out exactly what you need to do. Let me look at my thing. I think that's it for me. Check Power School. I add all your grades to Power School. If you see it says late or missing, that means you forgot to turn something in. That doesn't mean you're going to get a 0. It just is an indicator to you and I that you're missing something. And if you don't turn it in, then it'll go to late or missing or go to a 0. But I do remind you that something is done. And then you can check your grades on Power School. I try to print them out and hang them up by your secret ID number so no one knows your grade, and that way you always know exactly where you stand. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me at patricia_rodenbach@hermitage.k12.pa.us, or you could give me a call at 724-981-8750, extension 3133. And just know that we're excited to meet you, and I can't wait to have you learn as much as you can and make these connections between our past and our future, because we are living history right now and it's important. So I can't wait to see you. Take care.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Guilfoyle. I'm the advanced 6th and 7th grade teacher. I want to just go over a few things that you need to bring with you for the first day, and then we're going to go over a lot of the rules and expectations when you come in on that first day. I need you to bring a 1-inch 3-ring binder. If you want to get dividers, you can. That will help keep everything neat and organized in your binder. I also need you to stock up on pencils. We use a lot of we write in pencil, no pen. Because in math, sometimes you make some mistakes and you need to erase it, so you need to stock up on some good pencils and erasers too. Highlighters and colored pencils are a good idea. A lot of times, you might want to highlight your terms, or you might want to, underline some words in colored pencils. When we get into graphing, colored pencils are really nice for that also. You also, if you can, get a TI-34 multi-view calculator. Now, we will be handing those out on the first day of school along with your Chromebook. So if you can't get one, it's not a big deal. We'll assign you one. But if you'd like, to go out and purchase your own, that is fine. On the first day of school, like I said, we're going to go over all the rules, all the expectations, all the grading. I am going to also give you the code for the online book. We'll be using Google Classroom, so I'll be giving you that code. So a lot of those things, like I said, we'll do on the first day. So I'm very excited to see everyone, and have a great last few days of summer, and see you soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Mary Kay Alleman, and I teach language arts for 7th grade. I've been teaching here at Hermitage for 13 years, and teaching 7th and 8th grade language arts for a total of 15 years now. I just want to tell you a little bit about our year and what your child and you can expect. We have a textbook called Collections, and this is what that looks like. It's a great fairly new textbook, and there's a workbook that goes with it. I call this the Close Reader, and those pair nicely together. So we'll be doing a lot of work in the textbook, or with the text from the book. And reading is also a big focus in my classroom. And as you can see, I have a pretty extensive classroom library that your children will be able to select books from. And that is self-selected reading of whatever interests them. So, big proponent of reading. I'll be pushing that pretty hard this year. And I look forward to teaching your kids and having a great year with them. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jamie Zabia, and I will be teaching your child language arts this year. In our course, we have a strong focus on both reading and writing. Some specific things your child may want to have for my class include a notebook. This will be for both reading and writing. It does not need to be very thick. A lot of what we're going to be doing in here is going to be used of the Chromebooks, so make sure it's charged and ready to go every day for this class. And I would highly recommend some headphones or earbuds as well. Lots of kids like the wireless, but you may want to, in fact, have a wired headphone, simply because on occasion the Bluetooth will get crossed and students might grab another person's Bluetooth from their Chromebook. So wired headphones or earbuds is also quite helpful for this language arts class as we approach a little bit of in class with me and on the Chromebook instruction.
Okay, my name is Miss Ekman. I'm the 7th grade learning support teacher at Delahunty Middle School. You can see my telephone number, extensions 3217. Here's my email address if you would ever need to get in touch with me. We just want to make sure that you know what to expect this coming year. I will be teaching language arts and math, but make sure you come in with a mask. So everybody should have a mask. You also need to have your own pencils, colored pencils, crayons, highlighter. Make sure you have all of that, as well as your Chromebook and a calculator, which will be given to you. We also have Miss Sigmund here. Mrs. Sigmund also helps out in learning support. You might see one of the two of us in one of the extra classes as well. So we're looking forward to seeing you pretty soon. So we just ask that you stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Harris. I teach 7th grade math. This is my 15th year here teaching math in the Hermitage School District. Welcome to my room. Go ahead and take a look around. So this year in 7th grade math, we're going to cover a variety of topics. We're going to start by talking about rational numbers. When we talk about rational numbers, we're going to talk about integers, which are positive and negative whole numbers. We're going to talk about fractions, and we're going to talk about decimals. So when we start with rational numbers, we're not going to start by using a calculator. After we have mastered this topic, then we're going to go ahead and introduce you to the calculator, and we'll start the remaining lessons. So we're also going to talk about expressions and equations. We're going to talk about inequalities, ratios and proportions, percents. We're going to do some geometry. We're going to talk about constructions and scale drawings. We're going to look at the 7th grade formula sheet. And we're also going to talk about statistics and probability. So come on this way. We're going to talk about the supplies that are needed. So of course you're going to need pencils and pens. We're going to take some notes. We're going to do lots of problems. We are going to keep all of our materials in a 1-inch 3-ring binder. So I ask that you get this binder for math only. We're going to keep all of our notes, all of our worksheets, all of the work that we do, we're going to keep in this binder so we can look back at it throughout the year. We're going to make connections between concepts, and we're going to use it for review. You need filler paper to take notes and work out problems. You also need colored pencils, highlighters, scissors, earbuds and headphones for when we use our technology, and you're going to need a TI-34 calculator. There will be some provided here in school for you, but if you would like to purchase your own, that would be great. This calculator is also going to be used in your science class. So if you take a look over here, these are the different forms of technology we're going to use in class this year. Google Classroom will be a really big one. I will post all of your assignments on there, important dates. I'll try to keep you parents up to date on what we're learning in class. So I will update Google Classroom frequently. We're also going to use Formative, iExcel, GimKit to check for understanding. And then Edpuzzle's a good tool where I could post videos and some questions about those videos for you to look at. So this is our technology. Now, if you take a look over here, this is my contact information. So parents, at any time during the year, if you have a question or if there's something you would let me know, you can contact me at my email address. I check this frequently, so this is probably the best way to contact me. Or you can also give me a call here at the school. My extension here is 3227. Now, if you call the school, it will go straight to voicemail. You can leave a message, and then when I get time to check my messages, I'll call you as soon as I can. So parents, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Students, I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello, I'm Mr. Nardone. I will have your child for 7th grade world cultures. A little bit about myself first. I'm married. I have 2 sons, 26 and 23 years old, both Hickory grads. I've been teaching for 34 years. A little bit about what your child will need for this course. I'll provide the textbook. They will need a notebook, any kind of notebook, whatever they prefer to write in. They'll need pencils and pens, whatever they prefer to write with. and a highlighter. Okay, a little bit about the course. We start off with ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome. We'll start off with ancient Egypt, then we'll go up to ancient Greece, ancient Rome. After that, we go through Europe and all through Europe in the Middle Ages. We will go through the Renaissance, Reformation, and finish up with the Age of Discovery. Kind of the way the course is run is, the book is broken down into chapters. Each chapter is broken down into sections. We'll do one section at a time, small chunks. Sometimes we're going to have to do some reading. Okay, we will read each section. We will make an outline. We will pull out the important facts. Gives them an opportunity to learn how to put things in a sequential order. We will use that outline for everything. To answer questions, to write summaries, to study for quizzes and tests. We will have projects, and I have a number of video clips that go along with the course, with the assignments, with the lessons. Let's have a great year. Looking forward to a great year. Okay?
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Palazzo and I am the 7th grade science teacher here at Delahunty. I have been teaching now for 17 years, 9 of which were at Farrell High School and the last 8 were here. So I also have a degree in biology and agricultural sciences from Teal College, and I also have my master's. Now this year your student is going to be learning introductory physics and chemistry. So let's come on in here and take a look. This is our science classroom for 7th grade, where we will be spending probably 4 days a week in this classroom, and the other day a week will be next door in the lab, where we are going to be doing more individual lab activities this year. Now at any point in time throughout the school year, if you have a question or a comment, you definitely could contact me through my school phone number, extension 3231. Also, you can always email me at the school's website. Now this year, the big difference between 6th and 7th grade science is this year you're going to be learning some physics and chemistry. This year it's going to be broken up into 2 parts. The first half of the year is chemistry, so that means that you're going to be learning how to utilize all of the different types of lab equipment and how to use them properly. You'll also have the idea of matter, how matter is made up of atoms, how atoms relate to the periodic table, how to balance equations, and how to identify solutions, acids, and bases. The second half of the school year is going to be introductory to physics. So introducing more formulas, we're going to be learning and identifying when there are objects in motion, how it applies to all moving forces, and how those forces relate to work, energy, and machines. So this class is going to be not only reading, but it's going to be math-based. And besides in-school instruction, they're also going to be having these online tools as well. So posted assignments will be on Google Classroom. We'll be taking tests and quizzes on Go Formative, and we use IXL and Kahoot as other forms of assessment. If you take a look over here, since we are doing a physics and chemistry based class, you definitely are going to be needing a calculator. This calculator is going to be the same one that you'll be using for math class. It is the TI-34. So some of them will be provided in school, but if you'd like to carry your own, then you can do that too. Besides the calculator, you do need to have the 1.5" binder, 5 divider tabs that are inside. We will be labeling the tabs later on throughout the first week of school. Inside your binder, you'll also need a notebook or filler paper, earbuds for instruction. You can definitely pick between crayons or markers, your choice, and those are your materials. Now, besides those materials on the first day of school, I'm also asking that you bring in some donations. We could always use a lot of other materials here at Delahunty. So if you are willing to supply other cleaning supplies for this school year, facial tissue is well needed, and other types of classroom supplies for other students would be very, very helpful. So just as a quick recap, please remember if you have any questions throughout the school year, you can definitely come and email or you can call for any questions or concerns. I really do look forward to meeting all of your sons or daughters this school year and trying to instill a good science education for them in 7th grade. I hope to see all of you in a few weeks. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Forbes. I'm the new emotional support teacher here at Ianta Elementary School. I am so excited to be your new teacher, and I cannot wait to learn a little bit more about each and every one of you. In this video, I will share a little bit about myself. I graduated from Slippery Rock University with a degree in early education and special education. I have 2 sisters. One of my sisters is a 1st grade teacher in another school district, and my mom is also a teacher. She teaches 3rd grade in another school district. Now my middle sister, she lives in LA, which is in California. So I love to travel to go visit her. Travel is definitely a big part of my life. I want you to think of some of the big important things in your life and some of the things that you like to do on your free time, because I am excited to ask you these questions when you're in our classroom. I also want to share some of the things that we will be learning in our classroom. We will be working on our writing skills each and every day. We will also be working on our reading fluency and participating in read-alouds at the end of each day. We will be working on our math skills, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and word problems. We will also be working on our social and emotional learning. We have a special part of our day that is dedicated to learning and practicing these skills. However, with our roles and our routines in our classroom, we will be practicing these skills throughout the entire day. I also wanted to let you know that we will be providing crayons, markers, pencils, erasers, and other materials that you may need in our classroom. So I really look forward to meeting you. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out and email me at taylor_forbes@hermitage.k12.pa.us. I really look forward to seeing you next week.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Ramage. I'm the gifted support teacher for grades K through 7, and I have worked at Hermitage. This will be my 13th year and my 21st year teaching. I have a background in Spanish education and gifted education and English as a second language, and I am looking forward to working with your child this year, and we have a lot of fun things planned. We're going to do some things that we've always done, such as academic games and preparing for speech tournaments, and we're also going to do some things we haven't done before. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. This is my classroom. I will give you a little tour. So it hasn't changed much from years past. It's nice and big. We have lots of space for everyone. There's enough desks and enough space for us to social distance. And when the kids come in, they will clean the area where they're going to be sitting. They're just going to wipe it down and disinfect it. And I'd like the kids to bring their own writing utensils this year and their own colored pencils. I do have them. If they forget them, I can give them some, and we can clean them and make sure that they're safe for your child to use. And I do have whiteboards and markers. So if your child would be able to bring their own pencil, their own colored pencils, and their own dry erase marker to my classroom, that would be wonderful. And I'll supply the rest. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and your child very soon.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Knopf. I'm the art teacher at Ianta Elementary School for grades 4 and 5, and at Delahunty Middle School for grades 6 and 7. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way is through my school email at elizabeth_knopf@hermitage.k12.pa.us. Whether you're face-to-face or working online from home, we're going to make all sorts of cool art projects this year. If you are coming in face-to-face on the first day, please bring your Chromebook, a set of earphones, pencil, And if you went out and got crayons, colored pencils, or markers, those are also helpful. Can't wait to start creating with you. See you soon.
Hi everyone, I am Mrs. Matchak, the Delahunty Middle School and Ionta Elementary librarian. Welcome to our school, to all of our new 4th graders, and welcome back to our 5th, 6th, and 7th graders. When we are in library, we'll be focusing on some research skills. We will also be reading independently, learning how to choose our own books, learning how to choose good fit books for ourselves. I will be reading to you, you will be reading to yourselves. We've got lots in store this year, so I'm excited.
Hi everybody! So glad that we're all here together, and I can't wait to start seeing everyone's faces when the school year starts. Just a little bit about me. I'm Coach Duncan. Very excited to meet my new 4th graders, but for my 5th, 6th, and 7th graders coming back, so excited to see your faces again. It's been too long. We are currently in the health classroom, and for my 4th grade, just a heads up, I will just be your phys ed teacher. You'll actually have Mr. Ladovich for health up here. I'll see you in the gym. And then for 6th and 7th grade, I will primarily be your health and phys ed teacher. This is my 3rd year here at Hermitage School District and loving every minute of it. I will be having a Google Classroom for all grades, but they'll be grade Google Classroom, so one for 4th, one for 5th, one for 6th, and one for 7th. And all the login information will be sent out by the first day of school. Parents, the best way to contact me would be through email, just because I do share offices with also Mr. Ladovich, and the phone can get kind of confusing, and I'm very quick with the email. I get alerted a lot better than just the phone, because sometimes I don't get up to the phone until the end of the day. So yeah, the email would be Jessica_Duncan, DUNCAN, at hermitage.k12.pa.us. And that would be the best way to contact me if you have any questions. Yeah, so I'm just excited to see everyone's faces and to get the school year started. So we'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Anderson, and I'll be your computer technology teacher this year for grades 4 through 7. I'm in room 209, which is on the 2nd floor of Delahunty, in case you haven't been here before. Things we'll be working on this year include building your computer skills, things like your typing technique, as well as being able to use Google applications, being able to save files, upload, download files, all things that will be very useful in your classes. We will build on your logic skills using things like robotics and computer programming, and we'll also touch on cybersecurity. So I look forward to meeting all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful year. Thank you.
Hello students and parents, my name is Rick Ladovich, and I wanted to welcome you to our 2020-2021 school year on our virtual open house. Wanted to give you some information. I am beginning my 22nd school year in the Hermitage School District. I am teaching 4th and 5th grade health and 6th grade health and physical education. Good way to get a hold of me is by calling the school phone number 724-981-8750 extension 3404, or my email address richard_ladovich@hermitage.k12.pa.us. Also, for our online learning and for our students that are here at school, we set up some Google Classrooms. I'd like to show you our codes. For grade 6, we have PUMNJBX. Grade 5, SOVQYPT. Grade 4, BA25BHZ. I hope this video finds all of our students and parents well, and I look forward to having everyone either in class or online. Once again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call me. I look forward to seeing everybody on August 25th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mary Remmelfanger, and I teach music to students in grades 4 through 7 at the Ionta Elementary School and the Delahunty Middle School. I look forward to meeting your child this school year, where we will continue to build musicianship Through music, movement, speech, and drama, students will become confident, lifelong musicians and creative problem solvers, imitating, experimenting, and expressing themselves in a safe music classroom.
Hello everyone, my name
Hi, this is Mr. Gary. I'm the band director here at Delahunty Middle School and Ionta Elementary School. And just wanted to touch base with you real quick to let you know within the first couple of weeks of school, we'll be getting the band program up and running for our returning 6th and 7th grade band members and for any 6th and 7th graders who want to start. And eventually here by the end of September for our 5th graders who are ready to start. So I'll be stopping in to your lunchroom and to your classrooms and getting you signed up for our Google Classrooms here all within the first weeks of school. So I wish you the best of luck here at the start of school, and I look forward to seeing you here in a few weeks.
Parents, as we begin to close out our video information, I'd like to just mention a few other things just so you're aware. I did send some information home both through email and a mailing that explains some important information. Of course, it had the newsletter, our car rider procedures, supply list, traffic flow directions. So please pay attention to those items. There will be a few more items that are coming out before we begin on August 25th that I'd like to reference now and hopefully will be of use to you. A reminder to all of our parents, this form was sent home. It's the COVID-19 student kind of a checklist to help you. I'll be sending this home in an email. It basically describes areas of if your child has a fever of 100.4 or higher, a cough, runny nose, nausea, vomiting, headache, those types of symptoms, we ask that you please keep your child at home and help monitor that. Of course, during the course of a day, if one of our students are exhibiting those symptoms, we will send them to the nurse's office and we will call all of our parents. Lastly, if your child is doing the online learning, a Chromebook distribution is going to occur on August 24th from 8 to 3. I will be sending out information. More than likely, we'll have parents come into the cafeteria to pick up those supplies. Lastly, I'd like to please enforce with all of our parents that whether your child is doing online live stream learning or they are here in person, myself, our guidance counselor, Mrs. Whitehead, and all of our teachers, we're here to support your children the best way that we can. Please reach out to us. I know these are times of anxiety, nervousness. We share in those feelings with you, but please know we will do everything to have the appropriate safeguards in place. Thank you.